What?
I'm sweating.
Oh, hello everybody. We're getting ready to do episode 20. And we're starting to get stuff on YouTube if you haven't noticed.
Yeah,
Give me some remarks. Tell me what y'all think. I'm new at this video editing and all that, so.
Also, if you see me just like glancing this way, I'm looking at my dog.
Yeah, we got a new little puppy. Or I did, Lexie.
His name is Max, and he's the assistant.
Do that just to make sure we're still recording. Hi. Okay. Now I'm going to do my little thingy over here.
Can I turn off this bottom one?
I don't know. What do you need to?
I don't like it.
Well, turn the bottom one, I guess. Yeah. Hello?
Ew.
Yeah, it's really echoey.
Hello. Oh, are you playing with your toy, Maxie Max? I said that and he looked at me like this, Dad. He went. I just popped my neck doing that.
Hello. Say something. Start talking.
Hola, lola, la, blah. My name is Max and I like to lick buttholes. Oh, that's going on YouTube. I forgot we're recording.
Because since ours is a ghost, I'm going to try to keep some of the, you know what I mean? Because I got to put it on YouTube if kids can. So, yeah. We got to be kind of clean on it. I mean, it's not like we're clean people. I mean, we just sometimes
make it sound like
the
the
F-bomb drops a lot. And we don't mean to. It just happens.
Simone, you be nice. Max, you're fine. Simone, you be nice to your new brother.
Simone's like, I hate him.
Sounds like, how many brothers and sisters am I gonna have?
I know. Poor baby. She's like, God, I'm not ever good enough.
Blame it on
Engandi.
Are you done yet? Ew.
Did you smell that? Can you smell
what the
Daddy's cooking?
Wow.
Okay. Want to do a quick run through it? If it feels good, we'll keep going with it.
Yeah.
You're going to start it off like, here, you do it. I'm trying to get you and Ashley to.
I have been doing it for the past, 15 episodes?
Oh, you act like you need a freaking break. It's too much work, Dad.
Did I say I need a break? No.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Episode 20, and... You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Sorry, he's trying to jump off the ladder. Welcome back, everybody. This is Ghost Stories Told from the South. I am your co-host, Lexie.
And I am your host, Stephen Booth. We got some good stuff for you today.
Yes,
I love fall, and I love this time of year, dude. It's just so spooky and neat. So that's one thing, though. I wish that Halloween was a little longer.
Yeah, maybe like a week.
Yeah, because it kind of sucks, because Halloween's only in October, and it goes by so fast.
I know.
But Christmas is like for 3 months.
They're already putting, I think, Christmas decorations out.
That's ridiculous. But yeah, we love Halloween, but we got some good stuff for you. Just give me 5 minutes or 2 seconds real quick. I'm finishing. Okay, I think we're ready now. Okay, I'm going to be going over... she ain't going to give you any spoiler alerts, but I am.
Yeah, you guys don't get to know. Sorry.
I'm going to be going over Six Flags in Fort Worth. Then I'm going to go over the Fort Worth Zoo. Then I'm going to be going over the Artisan Center Theater. And I think that's in Hurst or Arlington. It's over there in the Metroplex. But I'm trying to keep it more Texas right now, with it being the spooky holidays, if you know what I mean. But you got anything there, Lexie, poop your pants before we start?
No. If you want to hear your shout-outs, or you want to hear about our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz,
yes,
stay tuned.
And I'll talk more about the YouTube, but not now. It's spooky story time. We'll do that at the end.
Yeah. Now, why don't you kick it off?
All right, well, I'm going to kick it off with the ghost of Six Flags.
Six Flags over Texas.
In 1961, the opening was in 1961. and it was only open for the season was back then. The seasons were 45 days, which I didn't know there was a season. Well, I guess it makes sense. I mean, you don't really want to run your parts and stuff in the middle of the winter time, so it makes sense, I guess.
Oh, okay, I get what you mean. It's a minute.
Their season was 45 days, and in 1968, John Nelson died after losing his balance and falling to his death.
There's so many accidents on.
And that was on the El Sombrero. That was the first accident. That was on the hat. Remember the hat they used to have? That sombrero, big hat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he lost his balance and fell off. That's crazy.
Wow.
And then in 1999, a 29-year-old woman from Arkansas was on the river raft ride.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow the machine or that makes the waves and all that, you know, when you're going through the canals.
Yeah.
One of the machines or something flipped it. And of course, she's strapped in. She didn't get her seatbelt undone, and she drowned. And then in 2013, a woman fell from the Texas Giant after a machine malfunction.
I remember.
Remember that on the news?
Yes.
Yes. Well, number one, I'm not knocking people if they're large. Hey, my mom was large. I'm large.
It runs in the family.
It runs in the family. But you need to think about it before you go riding on rides on how big you are. And it's not the people being mean saying you can't ride this because you're fat. Yeah. No, it's because you're overweight. And if them things don't snap down all the way, that's what happened.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, if they don't also, some people are really bad about, like, not checking.
Yeah.
Like, well, I think on hers, they didn't check.
Yeah, they didn't check. You know how them kids come by and go, chunk, chunk, chunk.
Yeah.
And make sure? Yeah, I remember that on the news. No one checked
And
hers.
she was, like, panicking because hers wasn't.
Yeah, and it started going. I'd have been screaming. I would have just, well, she's a bigger woman. She couldn't have just jumped out. I was fixing to say, I would have just jumped out.
Well, and I mean, I'm okay with heights, but then I get on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
That's a different version. So I was like, I would have jumped out. Psych, I cannot do that.
Yeah, all the G-forces and stuff. Yeah, she got thrown out. And I remember that on the news.
Yeah, because her son watched
that was
her get thrown out,
yeah,
too.
that was a big lawsuit.
Oh, gosh.
And then, but the very, very first, like, death on the property was before the park was even there. Like, there's a creek or something that runs through there. Well, back in the 1900s, there was a little girl named Annie that was living by there or something. Somehow she drowned in the creek one day.
Oh, that's great.
But she is known to haunt the yellow house at the Giant entrance, and I think they said she haunts some of the other, like, shops and stuff, and you'll see her. That's pretty creepy. So next time
maybe she's wanting more victims. Maybe she's why.
Now, I kind of got off track, just one story, but I'm going to go into the Atlanta Six Flags. This is just one story. And I was reading some of the other stuff that happened there. That fucking... sorry about that.
It's fine.
That damn...
place.
That Atlanta Six Flags, God, they've had so much death. This is just one of them. May 11th, 1984, 18 teenagers were trapped in the haunted castle, and it was destroyed by the fire with the kids in it.
Oh my God, 8 teenagers.
And that's just one story. There's like 5, 6 more that are gruesome too. And,
well, you know what that reminds me of? Like Disneyland.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Disneyland one day.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's they have even held paranormal. If you go on YouTube, I looked and I was watching some of the videos. You can go online and see some of the videos and stuff that they caught doing their paranormal investigations out there at the place.
Oh wow.
It's pretty cool. I didn't know there was that much history there. I mean, I knew about that one woman that died. But
yeah, no, I think.
And you got to think too, you know, their spirits and stuff are.
Well, and I don't know
because
I mean, I think that no one will ever really say that like they died on the property. But like I think she actually died on the property.
Yeah, well, come on, she got flung off the Texas Giant.
Yeah, because
there's
I'm
no
pretty
way.
sure she was at the very. I think she was at the very top.
Yeah, at the first of it.
Because when I hit the first bump, she like went cha. There's no way she survived that.
There's nothing. I don't see how.
But I don't think they can declare them dead on there because it's like a huge, like, you know what I mean, a business thing. So it's like the Disneyland thing. If you go and look. The Disneyland people will say, "Oh, people's never died here," but I mean, there's records of like.
Yes.
So.
But that's just crazy. There's a lot of paranormal activity and stuff, and like I said, they'll see They'll see that little girl in the gift shop. They'll see her by that yellow house and stuff. And she hangs around the entrance of the place too. Obviously, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And next week I think, I'll wait till October and I'll cover the Atlanta one. I want to really cover that because of all the creepy stuff that happens.
Yes, do that one. I want to hear more about that one.
Just to give you a little taste, I was reading one where a guy got decapitated.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, he got his freaking head took off, man.
I've heard some of those rides doing that.
Yeah.
Like, it took me so long just to ride 2 rides at Six Flags. I rode the Batman and I rode Mr. Freeze, and I didn't know that Mr. Freeze went backwards.
Oh God, I know.
And I was riding with, it was whenever me and Chloe were still friends, but I was riding with her and Aiden, and it went backwards, and I was like, when is this ride gonna start? How does it work? Because I was staring at the wall.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? And then as soon as I said that, we shot backwards, and I'm screaming. I'm like, I want my mom. Like, I'm just over crying, and I think I like broke someone's eardrum. I was like, crying.
I can't take heights anymore. I could when I was younger, but I can't do it now.
Well, and then like the Batman, like I've heard stories of people's legs getting chopped off because like you just dangle, like your legs dangle, and I'm like, after that I didn't get on any more roller coasters. I stayed to the little ones.
I can't do it. Heights make me squeamish.
No, I can't. Ugh. My stomach is like so upset.
So next time you kiddios are at Six Flags and you think you see something, it might be a real person, might not.
Might be a ghost.
Might be a ghost.
Go up and touch it on the shoulder and see.
Be like, hey, are you real?
Hey, do you know where this is? And see what happens. Okay, well, I'm going to be talking about... That was a pretty...
What was that?
Was that you?
Oh, that's... Lexie got another little puppy. That's Max.
Come here, Max. Hang on, guys.
He's hanging out today with us.
Sorry. Here, you hold him while I'm doing my story. Because I can't hold him and do my story.
Look, everybody. He fits in the palm of my hand, pretty much. Here, you want to get up here, bub?
Just don't chew on wires or you'll mess up the podcast.
No.
Sorry, we'll be getting that because he was sitting on the bed playing with his toy and then he started going, ow!
Hey, no.
You can have my lap in a minute. Okay. I'm going to be doing... Oh, good boy. Okay. I'm going to be... Is this podcast over?
It should be.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay. We can just do that now.
Okay, sorry, I freaked out. Okay, so I'm going to be doing Hell's Gate. And this, you can look it up, because it's not like Hell's Gate, like how we have it in not Parker County, but the...
Oh, you mean you're not talking about the Hell's Gate of Possum Kingdom Lake, is what you're trying to say.
I'm not talking about that one.
Yeah.
But this is at the River Legacy Park in Arlington, Texas.
Son of a buck, you're kidding me.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, because...
Did you do this one too?
For our next episode, for 21,
well, good thing
when I stayed up late last night, I covered that. That's okay, though.
We can compare notes.
We can compare notes.
Wow.
I'll see what you have, and then I'll fill in.
Yeah.
He won't quit chewing.
Okay, so you can just, observe. So if you want to pull up the pictures, you can. I'll hold him real quick. Okay, so basically, this is Hell's Gate, and this place is rumored to be a very, very old, like, trail.
Now, let me ask you a question, though. I covered the whole park. That whole park there? Or did you just cover Hell's Gate?
I just did Hell's Gate.
Okay. Because, see, that whole park place...
The whole park is...
Yes, I was doing research on it last night. There's so much crap that's happened there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I just did, like, the gate area because, like... Yeah, so you can do the park and also the gate. Sorry, we didn't know this, so we would have settled it before.
Well, see,
we kind of surprised each other. But anyway, so, like, the trail leading up, like, to the gate, like, there's a trail on either side, they say, and it's, like, supposed to be, like, kind of, like, swampy and hanging over. But then the pictures that I saw of the gate, it's not like that. So, I don't know. And the gate, it's not like a fence. It's, like, literally, like, a gate. Like, just, like, one little... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'll have to look at pictures, but... So basically, it's a long dirt road that is said to end at, like, this, like, dirt mound. Kind of like where you would, like, burn people or something. Kind of like, you know, with that little, you know?
Yeah, why would you want to burn people?
Like, I only said that because it reminded me of the Coven thing. So, on American Horror Story. But it's basically, they said it was, like, a spot where, like, captured spies like the Union Army were executed. So, yeah. If you can find the spot, they say you might see like remains of the gate post, which is what I'm talking about, like the little gate thing, where the gate once was. And if you walk the trail, you can hear the whispers and the screams and the prayers of the men and the women who like walk the final steps to their death.
Well, yeah, could you imagine getting walked there? Because that's where they, like you said, that's where they took all the...
Yeah,
they
walked
walked
to
them
their
to
death.
their death.
And then supposedly there's like old artifacts from the era, which you'll have to like dig probably for this because of like, you know, nature took its course, but you know. So yeah, I just covered like the gate area and like where people died. I don't know about anything on the park. What do you have on the park?
I kind of have the same thing. Well, on the whole, I'll wait till the next episode because there's a lot more to that park. Because you got the Screaming Bridge that's in that area. You got the Narrow Bridge.
The Arlington Screaming Bridge?
Yeah.
I have that one in this too.
And that, oh, you do? Oh, shoot. Well, next episode, I'll be flying by the seat of my pants. You might have to do more stories for the next episode.
I didn't realize I didn't know that was all part of one thing.
Yeah, it's a whole big park. There's the Screaming Bridge there, Hell's Gate, the Narrow Bridge, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That they were 3 different locations.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting, you know.
Well, you can still do the River Legacy Park thing.
Well, I'll do this right now, since I'll just change it up. Since she covered the park, I'll go ahead and finish everything else from there. And I'll do whatever's left on here for 21.
Alright.
Okay?
So, yeah. Sorry, guys. So you're going to do this. It's called improvisation.
Yeah, see, because I've got the Screaming Bridge for next episode.
And I have that too.
And I got River Legacy Park.
Whenever we get to the Screaming Bridge, we can compare our notes.
Yeah.
You want to say
well, I'm going to do the, I'll go ahead and cover the River Legacy Park. But I won't mention the Hell's Gate. Let me look it up real quick, guys.
Sorry about that. We didn't know. It's like whenever we did the Wichita thing, we compared notes, but you've like been there, so you know. What, honey? What?
Yeah, River Legacy Park, Arlington, Texas.
That's crazy. I didn't realize they were all part of the same. Simone's so mad at me. Sorry, guys. We're almost there. We had a little
hiccupy tea.
But for the people who can see the video, just stare at the cute doggy until you hear us talking again.
Okay,
and
here we go.
Happy. Our little assistant.
Yeah, see, it's this area right here. And it's got all the taunting crap in it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
We should go there. Because it's in Texas, so.
Well, that's what I was thinking. There's a lot of cool places in there. Yeah, see, tells you all about the history of the Legacy Park. The Screaming Bridge, the Hobo. Now, see, I didn't look up the Hobo. I'll talk about the Hobo today. I'll read it off of here. See, Hell's Gate.
Yeah, that's the one I did. You went down, buddy.
Okay, so I'm going to go over Legacy Park. I'll just keep it on Legacy Park since she's already there. And we'll go over the Hobo story. Another legendary ghost of the park is the Hobo.
The Hobo?
Oh, okay. It's a reminder of... It's an aura of a hobo, apparently. But back in the day, it was a popular location for the train hoppers. They jump off they jump off since the trains when the trains would start slowing down, I guess, coming into the town,
they would
start
jump
slowing
off
down, and that's when the guys would jump off. Well, this was like a place for all the hobos to hang out at. You know, it was on the outskirts of town.
Yeah.
And see, and then the legend goes, a vagrant just jumped off the train and had heard a woman screaming in fear and agony. He followed the screams to the parked car, where he saw a woman being brutally beaten by her boyfriend. The hobo tried to save the woman, but in his trouble, he was beaten by the man and died on the spot. So this guy was
that's
a bum,
sad.
and he's trying to,
Be
jumps
good and save
off, and he's like,
somebody.
I'm gonna go save that woman, and he gets his ass kicked.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Trying to be a good person and you.
Well, many say that the hobo still wanders the park to this day. Some say you will often he will make himself visible to young couples parking at night, sometimes even knocking on the window to check if the young woman is all right. Oh my God.
Oh.
So y'all kids, don't go out there, or adults, don't go out there smoochy kissing.
Ew, it's like the Lover's Lane, but like with
Yes.
a twist.
Yes.
Instead of like it being all romantic or whatever, and
Yeah.
like with the hook or whatever, it's with
Yes.
this guy who's making sure
And
the
see, and
ladies
with
are not
this-
getting beat.
And that story, it's, kind of true. People are going, could you imagine you're out there with your woman and you hear knock, knock, knock?
You beating your lady?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of cool, though, how the ghost is coming back to check up on everybody, though. That's awful nice of them.
We also just said wow together.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Do you want me to cover Arlington Spring Bridge?
Go ahead and do it.
Well, we're gonna go on to the next part of this little park. This is the Arlington Screaming Bridge in this little park. So, I am not sure about like all of it,
This one's creepy and it's sad, too.
but Dad has it pulled up and he knows about it more. So there was a bound up like events or whatever of like in like 1961, and then there was a pile up car wreck in the 1970s.
Was that when the head-on collision? Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was the narrow bridge. Wrong bridge.
Yeah, I would say okay, well, February 4th of 1961, a car was filled with 6 teenagers, and 3 of those people died, and 3 of others were injured. What happened was, I don't know what they were doing. It didn't really say. When I read it, it didn't really say. But they basically plunged off the bridge, or they plunged or just something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, apparently this is the one about the girls, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
apparently-
plunged and they burned out.
Yeah,
onto the wooden
apparently the bridge was out or something, and they didn't realize until it was too late,
Yeah.
and they couldn't stop. That's what Lexie's trying to say. And when the car, seeing this trying to stop, well, it shot and it went on the other side and flipped upside down, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Say because it plunged, but it didn't go into the water. So I was trying to explain without like to people who couldn't see my hand movement. So I was like, I don't know how to. But yeah, it's sad. But like 3 people died and 3 others were like really, really, really injured. So half the car was okay and the other half was like just traumatized for life.
That's crazy.
The bridge, I guess, had been like burnt before.
Yeah, see, I was redoing some research, and it's crazy. How did you find out about it being burned?
I didn't find anything else.
Well, I found out. I'll show you. I was
Oh.
doing some more research, and where is it? Yeah, Screaming Bridge. Yeah. Apparently, there were some kids. I was reading. Stop, read. Anyways, yeah, okay, the girls, Okay, they did find like 4 teens that had a prank was set in the bridge, and apparently this bridge had been set on fire before, and they rebuilt it.
Why don't they make it like not?
Well,
a
as
bridge?
a prank, they was gonna make just a little fire. They was out there messing around with lighter fluid, and how you squirt it on the ground, and make stuff. Well, that's what they were doing, and it got out of control. And they said, well, it was a prank. Well, the judge told them it was a childish prank, and kind of just they
Let
were
'em
kids. They didn't back then. You didn't really punish kids,
Yeah.
so they kind of got a slap on the wrist. But yeah,
Dang.
but they still say if you go out there, didn't I say if you go out there, you can still hear their screams?
Yeah, I was about to say you can still hear like the screams of like the
God,
girls.
that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's. I didn't get all of it, but like, yeah, no, it's awful.
What other history you got on it?
That's it.
Well,
I couldn't really find
I've got.
it. 'Cause I didn't find that website.
Well,
I used that one a lot, and I didn't find it.
yeah. Well, I found this wasn't on here about the bridge in '94. I had to go to another site and find it. But apparently, they made the bridge was closed, but they redid it, and they made it I guess for a train or something, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Or a train tracks nearby or something. But in 94, 2 women died trying to beat the train. The train was turned into, or the bridge was turned into a train track, so they was trying to beat the train, and they didn't miss it.
Like go across?
Yeah.
You see a train coming, what goes through your mind? Like, why would you?
And then there too, they say you can hear screams of women. Is that nuts?
It's really weird that like only women have died at the bridge.
Yeah. And there's another thing I missed about Legacy Park I was looking at. Not too far from the Hell's Gate, there's a spot where there's a red-headed ghost dressed in a Confederate uniform, and he is often seen on a narrow path, and sometimes you can hear him moaning.
Ew.
And the narrow bridge, it's another bridge around there, but
Probably leads to that.
It's yeah. It's a lot of the trails aren't really roads anymore. They're turned into hike trails and biking trails, you know, for walking or biking only. Well, back in the day when it was a regular road, they had a big car crash. I didn't get the year, but there's 2 cars coming from opposite sides, and they didn't notice each other till it was too late, and they had a head-on collision.
Dang.
And I think soon after that, that's when they started realizing, like, maybe we should change its bridge and just close its son of a down. What do y'all think? Just close it down.
Yeah, you know, not the worst idea.
But this whole park, I was wanting to talk to you about it, and actually, it has so much stuff to go explore. It would be freaking amazing. Because you got, oh God, four spots, 4 stories we was talking about.
Yeah. And
just in this area. And I mean, if you're from the Metroplex and you're listening that you live on, you know how big that place is. I mean, there's 4 spots to go around and look at. So I think that'd be an interesting place to go check out some ghosts.
Some ghosts. Yeah, we need to go do that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Okay, why don't you go ahead and go?
Well, I'm kind of...
Or did you have to find what you
Well, yeah,
want?
because the Screaming Bridge was my first story on 21. And then I covered... Let me go back to 20. Because I need to save some stuff for... But...
My bad.
No, it's okay. She graduated high school, and then she finally found her job and all that, so she's trying to get the balance of work and doing this at the same time, so she's getting there, though. I'm proud of her.
Makes fun of us. No, I'm just joking. What do you have for 20?
Well, let's see. I can still do the Fort Worth Zoo. I can still do the Millermoore House. I can still do the theater, the Artesian Theater. That's what, 3 stories?
Yeah. So do the zoo.
Yeah, I'll do the zoo first.
After we spent 30 minutes talking about that park.
Oh God, that park's got so many stories.
I know.
I wish we would have combined our stuff more.
We didn't know about it.
We didn't know, because we could have done we could have made a whole episode just about that park, because there's so much crap.
You do a special in the park.
God, I mean, I'm serious. I want to go there, because if you go look at the videos at the different places they go, it's creepy. It's creepy stuff.
Ouch.
So,
hey,
I'm going to cover the Fort Worth Zoo. And I didn't know this, but doing some research on our zoo over there in Fort Worth, they say it's in the top 5, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, really? I think we're in the top 5 of the best zoos in the United States. I'm like...
It makes me feel better about
it.
Well,
yeah, because you think about it. New York, Chicago, L.A., Minneapolis, I mean, all the northern big towns. Cleveland. I figured theirs would be better than ours because they're a bigger town. They got more money.
No one comes to Texas.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Fort Worth is pretty big with the Metroplex and all that over there. But
no, but like no one comes to Texas.
I know.
So like I was like,
that's weird. But okay. Oh, and 2, it is one of the most haunted places in Fort Worth too.
Like by animals or by humans?
No, humans. That's what's crazy. They don't really see any animal spirits. It's all human spirits they see.
That's weird.
And that's another place too, guys. If you're walking around and see something, it might not be a human. It might be a ghost.
It might be a skinwalker.
It might be this fella I'm fixing to talk about. They built They believed one of the hauntings is a former animal trainer named Michael A. Bell.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, he was crushed by one of the elephants that he was training in 1978.
Oh, I heard about this one.
Yes. Okay, he was crushed by a 4-ton bull. Dude, that's freaking heavy. All he's gonna do is put one paw on you and you're dead. But he was crushed because what happened was, and of course in the 70s, they were still, I don't know how good the training was, so they was probably still kind of new at it, you know? I mean, come on. Training elephants, who knows how to do that? I mean, now, there's probably more people now than what there was back then. But anyways. Okay. We got lost by a 4-ton bull, elephant bull. Okay, and there was 2 females with him. And the elephant went into like a, I don't know how you call it. It's just an instinct animals have.
Fight or flight?
He decided he was going to assert himself as the dominant male.
Assert his dominance?
Yeah,
and the elephant was like,
because there was, the guy had 2 females there with him, which was helping. And he was like, oh, I'll show you who the biggest man is, and pinned him up against something, and yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but ever since then, employees and visitors have seen a ghostly figure of a man walking near the elephant and the zebra exhibit. Yeah, exhibit. So, if you guys are ever out there and see a guy walking around, it might not be
it might be
real
that
guy.
person.
Just say, hey, Mike, how you doing?
Yeah, I don't like that Mike because I'm like.
Well, oh, God. Well, 2 guys need to watch out around the coffee shop, too. Or the zoo cafe. There is another ghost of a woman in white.
This one, she gets around so much.
And she's dressed in 19th century clothes, and she keeps walking back and forth in front of the zoo. In front of the zoo cafe, like she's just pacing, waiting on something. Just back and forth, they say.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's her life.
Yeah, so y'all guys be watching out when you go to the zoo. You might see something more than animals.
Might see some oogly booglies. Okay. Well, my story. Is that it, or am I?
Yeah, that's it for right now.
Okay. I remember that one. That was a long time ago, but I remember that one.
Yeah, the poor guy got crushed.
Well, that's why you don't mess with elephants.
Yeah.
Or that's why you don't be mean to animals. Sorry, Max. Okay, I'm gonna go to my urban legends because I'm trying to do a little bit of those. I had just watched the urban legend movie or whatever with Ashley.
Oh, yeah?
And I didn't realize how many urban legends they used in that thing.
On which one?
The urban legend movie.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of creepy.
Anyway.
And some of them urban legends I don't hear about because, it all depends on which part of the country you live on or where you live at. Where you live at in the world.
Yeah.
Your urban legends and folk stories are all different in certain, areas.
Yeah. Well, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, I just did that one on the podcast. Or, oh my God, I just researched that. So it was like the backseat killer. We did that one last week. I think that was last week. But
Backstreet Killer.
Okay, so this is the hitchhiker killer. So, this woman, was getting gas because she was getting gas or whatever. She was in a hurry. She went to go tell the attendant, to fill up the car because that's what they did back then. And as she's going to go get, she said, go tell the attendant, hey, I need to fill up my car, but I'm in a hurry, so, can you come now? I need to go get my child from the class. I'm in a hurry, come on, get it, come on. So another man approached her as she's waiting for her gas to be pumped and asked for a ride to an appointment because his rental car had broken down and he needed, a ride. Well, so she said yes or whatever, and he put a suitcase in the back of the car, went to the bathroom, and she just wasn't thinking, and as soon as the car got done, filled up, and she paid it, she just took off because she wasn't thinking about this person. She was thinking about her daughter who she had to go get from class. So, when she got home, she realized that the briefcase was still back there, and she was like, uh-oh. And she went through it to go find the owner, and the only thing that was in there was duct tape and a knife. So she dodged a bullet.
And she don't know where he went?
No, like he disappeared. Like I didn't.
So he had this bag with him and was like, hey, can you give me a ride? My car broke down. She's like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then like.
Did she like turn around and he was gone?
No. He went to the bathroom. He's like, okay, I'll put my briefcase down.
Oh,
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. But she wasn't thinking, and she just drove off because like she wasn't thinking about the strange man. She had to give a ride. She was thinking about her daughter.
Oh yeah, she was in a rush. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh. I understand it now.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do another one because that.
Yes.
Back to back.
And I think I might do one more, and then I'll save the other ones for 21.
Yeah,
because I can't do the Screaming Bridge or that one.
I'm sorry.
So that's fine. It was kind of cool how we collaborated though like that.
Okay, so this is. Sorry, I just thought I ran over my dog. This is the Ghost Tracks.
Ghost Tracks.
In San Antonio, Texas.
Oh, is this the?
I swear, if you've done this.
No, this is the railroad tracks we take kids.
Yeah, with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying not to spoil it.
No.
I love that story.
It's fine. And it's weird because this one's been in like 4 stories that we've done. I think like 2, maybe 3.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, this is like a railroad track that's haunted. Well, and between like it was between the 1930s and the 1940s, a school bus stalled like in the tracks, like in the middle of the tracks, and a train was coming and it couldn't stop in time and it hit the school bus, killing everyone instantly because of the impact. And there's no seatbelts in the bus. That didn't help.
You know, that's one thing I've never figured out, even in today's time. They always want you in your car to put your seatbelt on, but they don't put seatbelts in the school buses. And they didn't even when I was in, but that was over 20 years ago when I was in school. I figured by now they'd have seatbelts.
See, and they have them like in some buses, but it's mainly like for the special ed kids.
Oh yeah.
I didn't mean to put it like that, but
Yeah.
like it's mainly for those. And but like if the bus were to tip over with like 50 people in it, now people would have brain damage.
That wouldn't be good there, laddie cakes. Not good at all.
Yeah. So anyway, everyone got killed from being hit. Well, basically, the legend is if you put your car in like neutral, about 50 yards from the tracks.
Don't forget, put baby powder on the back of your vehicle.
I'm not there yet.
Sorry.
It will like start rolling forward until it's on the other side of the tracks. Like it'll be like pushed. And I guess like if you leave it in the middle of the tracks, the kids will help you push it over. Well, if your car's dirty, or if you just put baby powder on the back of it, then the hands will appear of like the kids pushing it or whatever. So, yeah. That is another story of the handprints or whatever you guys want to call it. It's like 4 names.
Well, shoot, did you find out too? The neighborhood that's in. They say if you go around and look at the names of the streets, they're all named from the kids that were on that bus when it died. I mean, that bus when that accident happened. They kind of did it in honor of the kids.
Yeah, but that's kind of creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, I live on John Street.
I live on Katy Street. I'm sorry, that's just kind of...
Well, I think I might do one more, and then we'll shut it down. We'll regroup, and if we got time to do 21, we'll do 21.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds good. Now shut up and do yours.
I'm just wondering which one I should do. Okay, I've done the Six Flags, and
You done the zoo.
Six Flags and the zoo. I guess, yeah, I'll do that, because I can't, yeah.
Six Flags
Okay.
Zoo. What else?
Alright. This is the Millermoore Mansion. It was named after... Oh, gotta start up here at the very, very beginning. The Millermoore Mansion is located in Dallas Heritage Village. Now, apparently this building was somewhere else at one time, and they moved it here, and it's like historical park with other historical buildings. It's kind of like a village. But they didn't move it far. What I could do some research on and find out, It was only moved like a block or two away.
Is it a big house?
Yeah, it's a huge mansion.
That's probably why.
You know. Okay, it's located in Dallas Heritage Village. It's located in a place called Old City Park. It's a collection of historical buildings. The Millermoore Mansion was named after William Brown Miller. His family lived there for 100 years. They started construction in 1855 and finished just before the Civil War broke out. Miller, at the time when he moved here, was one of the richest cotton planters or cotton plantation owners in the antebellum South, which I didn't look that up. I'm not for sure. I guess it's a Southern thing, I guess, back then. I don't know. I should have looked it up and done better research, huh? But
way to go, Dad.
Okay, at first there was a smaller house there, and it was called like the log house or something. It was a one that built first to build their house because they needed something to live in.
Yeah.
But you know what I thought was cool about this guy? Yes, he was a plantation owner, and of course he had slaves, which was wrong as hell. But he was one of the guys that didn't sit on his ass and make them do all the work. He actually got out there. Now, he didn't pick. I'm not trying to say he was a good guy and helped them pick cotton, because he didn't. But he helped them build its first house.
Oh,
and then once they got it built, he hired workers to come do his mansion. You know, because it's a big house. I wouldn't want to build my own house if I was making something that big.
Yeah, I'd probably destroy it.
When he built that, the slaves got they let them have the house that they lived in. Well, in 1966, and see, there's not much on this guy. This William guy, the original guy, he died like in 1899. He lived to be like 91 years old.
Oh, wow.
But after that, there wasn't too much on his family and the heritage and of that place, because they lived there for 100 years. That place is in the family. And I just don't know what happened really with his wife much or anything. Because he was married like 2 or 3 times. He lost one wife before the house was built, I think. Then he lost another wife to a kid at childbirth. So, but the historical people got okay. In 1966, the house was falling apart, and of course, it's been abandoned. And the city of Dallas was fixing to come and just demolish it. Well, some of the historical people over there in 1966 got together and got the money together and saved it. And they moved it to its present location. And then, like I said, Miller lived up to be 91. He died in 1899. And then when they got the house and they started doing the remodeling, because they had to, that's when they started really getting stories of hauntings. Well, because family owned it for years.
Yeah.
So, and they say you'll see pictures or images of like a woman from that time period, and there's an older gentleman there, and they think that's him, and they think that one wife isn't the one that died from giving childbirth. They think she's the one who died before the house got finished. Kind of like one of them stories, she didn't get to see her dream home built.
Yeah.
So she kind of haunts it now. But they say his ghost and her ghost is there. And too, this is another place we need to go village.
We need to go village.
We need to go visit this place because it's got all these other historical buildings, and there's other paranormal stuff that happens in this little village thing they have.
We need to go there.
Well, because like I was reading too, like in 1920, there was a mafia hit or something there. Some guy got shot or killed there.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a whole lot of creepy stuff that happens there. Look that up on the YouTube, man. It's the Millermoore House in Dallas Heritage Village. Look up on some of the YouTube videos and stuff, and y'all read up on some of that. It's a pretty cool little dude. But like I said, I couldn't get a whole lot on it because I just wanted to know how they died and all that. But there wasn't a whole lot on it. It stayed in the family for 100 years, and then I guess after that it kind of was abandoned, which is crazy. Why would you leave that? And I don't know. But I guess, it's karma. Look how they got their riches.
Yeah, that is true.
So that's it on that. That's a pretty interesting story, though. But yeah, people always see ghosts sometimes in the windows and stuff. They say, and it's just a creepy place.
It's a creepy place. Okay, so excusable. So sorry that this one's a little shorty.
It ain't too short. We're about 40. We'll be on it for about 45 minutes. Ain't too bad if you ask me. But anyways, done with all that. I hope y'all enjoyed our stories, and sorry for the big cluster we had. But hey, it happens. But I think we rolled with it pretty good. And we try to get more into detail at some of these stories, but a lot of these stories we find sometimes it's like that house. I couldn't find a whole lot on it. And you'd think with it being a historical house, they would have like documents. But if it stayed in the family for that long and then they just left it and abandoned it, it'd be kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the history until they bought it.
True. Why don't you tell them about the old YouTube channel?
Oh. We got a YouTube channel. It is Ghost Stories Told from the South. We have 3 videos up there now. 2 of them are the Indigo special. Special 1 are the Indigo because we do a 2-part series. And y'all let me know what y'all think about them.
Oh, and they can get part 2 before it comes on Spotify.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because we can start doing that now. We can put the stuff on YouTube before it comes on Spotify for you guys if you want to.
You didn't even mean to do that, did you?
What?
Put part 2 out before.
Oh God, I didn't think about that till. Oh shit. Well, if you want to hear our special for September,
which comes out next Monday anyway.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Check it out. Yeah, I did some editing and stuff, and y'all let me know, give us some feedback. I'm new to this. I'm kind of used to the audio, but this is like video edit.
Yeah, the first 3.
So let me know, because I have music going constantly through it, and I kind of do that to fill the space up when we're like that right there.
Yeah.
You know?
And the first 3 were basically, like, we didn't have, like, our new ones, like, we didn't have sheets and stuff.
Yeah, the first one, that's why that house is staying right there the whole time. It looks so ghetto, and I'm trying to hide it.
Yeah. So, but other than that, make sure you check out our Instagram and Twitter at South Texas Ghost, South TX Ghost. Make sure you check out our Facebook at Ghost Stories Told from the South, and make sure you check out the email if you need to ask questions or whatever at ghoststoriestalkfromthesouth@gmail.com. I almost gave out my actual email. We post on Wednesdays at 6 a.m. and Mondays we post our specials at 6 a.m. But that's only once a month. Sorry.
And I want to thank, I've had some friends of mine. I know she got a message on our Facebook saying we're doing a good job, keep it up. And then I had one of my friends when I posted, some of the podcasts we do, like, oh, I can't wait for this weekend. I'll be catching up on you guys' stuff. So,
thank you guys so much. You guys are what keeps us going with this stuff.
Yes, we love it.
We know.
Just give us a little bit, because right now, Lexie, like I said, she lives with her mom. She was living here, but she needs her space. And her brothers and sisters
about to drive me up the wall.
Yeah, and they're at that age where they're just. So she's trying to handle the living over there and working, and so just hang with her. We'll keep going and get better research on this. But sometimes there's just, I can't find a whole lot.
Yeah, it just depends on what you look up, and it didn't help for this episode that I left all my notes here, so I pretty much had to find new stories. Like I had stories lined up, but I accidentally left my notepad stuff here. But
hey, just think of all the goodies we'll have coming up for you guys.
Yeah, I do. I found a lot of stuff saved that I want to keep for October.
Yes.
So, but yeah, make sure you guys check us out, and thank you for everyone liking us, and thank you to everyone in the States. Thank you for everyone that's just anyone out there who's listening to this podcast.
Check
thank
us
you
out
so
on
much.
Spotify, Stitcher,
Apple Podcast,
iHeart now,
Google Play.
Yes.
We have a
Podbean, I think.
Podbean, and we have, what else?
The Podbeans, I think you gotta look at them for their Borderline Texas trash.
Oh, well, what is the other one that we have?
Patreon.
Patreon. We have Patreon, we have Podbean, and we have YouTube. So make sure you go and check that out and give it a like and follow.
It would be very, very appreciative. And y'all keep hitting them clicks and likes and downloading. Y'all are doing great, man. I'm glad we're putting out a good product for y'all. But we're still not, I don't think we're at the top level yet.
No, we aren't.
I keep striving to sound better and make the shows make them better for you.
We will get there. We'll get there. It might take a little bit, but we'll get there. But
Time of
okay,
rest.
well, I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. We will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Cha cha cha.
I'm trying to find the button. I was like,
Hey,
where
did you write